So Layla and Alucard just received a revamp in advanced server. Let's check Layla first. She now looks like this. She looks younger now compared to the old design. Anyway, let's check out her skills. Her passive skill is still the same, where she gains extra damage when she is farther away from her target. No changes to her passive skill.
Keep it up until you're...
Next is her first skill. It still looks like the old one, but it has a new feature. After using, it gives her a few seconds of increased basic attack range. The zoom out effect means her basic attack is now longer. The extra range starts at 2 seconds and it can last up to 3.5 seconds when the skill is at max level. The damage is still the same compared to the original server, and it can still deal critical hits. The cooldown is changed from 5.5 to 3.5 to now 6 seconds at all levels. It means it will have a longer cooldown than before.
We can do it!
Next is her second skill. It now has an extra effect where it leaves a mark on the enemies that are hit, just like this. If you hit that enemy with a basic attack, it will deal extra damage and slow them again for 30%. The slow effect and extra damage can affect the enemies near the main target. So that means her second skill now has a double slow effect and can affect multiple enemies. Next is her ultimate. It now looks like this. Damage is still the same as before and the cooldown is now fixed at 37 seconds at all levels. Previously it was 27 seconds at level 3, which means the new one has a longer cooldown. Upgrading her ultimate will now increase the range of not only her basic attack but also her second skill. Previously only her basic attack is affected by the level of her ultimate. I've compared her basic attack range from the original server and it's still the same. But if we activate the extra range from her first skill, we can see a slight difference. I've also compared the skill range and here is what I found out. The new first skill is shorter, the new second skill is longer, and her ultimate is still the same. So this new Layla will now have a longer basic attack range because of her first skill. This means she'll deal more damage because more range means higher damage. Her skills are still pretty much the same except for the extra range. I hope it's enough to make up for her lack of escape skills. Anyway, let's check out Alucard. So there's no change in appearance yet. His passive now gives higher bonus damage when his skills hit a single target. Previously, when there's only one enemy, his skill damage increases by 20%. Now it's 50%. So that's an extra 50% damage from his skill when he's doing 1 versus 1. 320 is his normal damage and 160 is the bonus damage from his passive. They've removed the bonus damage when hitting 2 enemies with his skills. As you can see, there's no more bonus damage when with 2 targets. Next is his first skill. It still works like before except for the weaker damage. They've decreased its basic damage and physical attack bonus. Next is his second skill. It's still the same as before but with lower basic damage. They've removed the 20 points of damage at all levels. His ultimate is where the big change is. The skill no longer needs to lock onto an enemy to activate.
Killing is always better than giving mercy.
It can now be used on multiple enemies just like this.
Killing is always better than giving mercy.
A mark on an enemy will activate his passive skill. It means his skills will deal 50% more damage even though it hits more than one enemy.
Giving mercy.
As you can see, each Layla received 160 bonus damage because his ultimate was activated. His bonus physical lifesteal from his ultimate is now higher, from 30% to now 45% at max level. But they've increased its cooldown by 10 seconds. So he got a stronger ultimate but with a longer cooldown. And he still has his shockwave from the second phase of his ultimate. I think this is a better Alucard because of the higher lifesteal and bonus damage from his passive skill. Being able to deal 50% more damage to more than one enemy can be a game changer for him. So what can you say about the Layla and Alucard Revamp? Is it enough to bring them back in ranked games? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's all for this video.